this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires.
He is dominant in this offense.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with his back.
But they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing, and you've got to make...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Works the middle of the field. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Gentry. Rushes on him. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on third and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Spangler. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
On the move from inside his 5. Got a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and that is how he is making his mark as a return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Gentry. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Power football with the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he... eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Coates. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Miami. more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's got it inside the 35. Off to the races to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
42-14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The inside handoff. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give from the gun. Got enough for the first. After ripping off 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The sure hands, it's Higgins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. The Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Coates. Oh, they're after him. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. And the Hurricanes in the hurry up. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football. Down in distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Using his legs, it's Terrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive. Give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback keeper. Powers through the defender. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th. We'll have to boot this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Grabbed over the middle, it's Spangler.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finding open areas. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough space. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next. This performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. To be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Slater. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After this, it'll be a wrap. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Winning can become a